Welcome, class, to lesson 4.2. So today, strong mathematicians can write addition and subtraction equations to solve problems. So we talked about equations before a lot. Now we're taking it to that next level, be able to write them and to solve them. So right now, you're about your notebook, piece of paper, pencil, lesson 4.2 on the top, and today's date, and let's get started. So some vocabulary words, keep growing our vocabulary, our mathematical vocabulary for this section. We have the sum, which hopefully is something that sounds familiar to you, where the sum is the answer when adding two or more addends. What are addends? Addends are part of a equation. So as you can see, our 4 is an addend right here, plus our addend of a 5, which equals the sum of a 9. So the sum is adding up addends. The next one you'll see, another word, is be difference. It's the result of a subtraction. So say, what is the difference of the square, length of squares? They're not to say one square is bigger. They're looking for actually to do some subtraction. So we have 8 minus 5. The difference would equal 3. So you can pause the video right now, add those words to your vocabulary notes to help us out. So looking at today's problems, they're going to be pretty straightforward. It's looking for things. Right now we have 4, so right number 1, 4 plus blank equals 9. Hopefully you're jumping out with the answer. You're saying 5, 5, 5. You're right, because we know yesterday these numbers right here in the equation, 4 plus 5 equal 9. So 9 would equal 9. That's what would make this a happy equation. But can it also be more than one parts? Yep, so we have a 16 plus 8 right here. So if you kind of look, think of, well, we know 16 plus 8 equals 24. So this side equals 24, so you have to make the other side equal 24. So right now we have 14 plus 4, which would equal 18. We know those aren't equal right now. That's why we have this missing number. So what can I add to 18 to equal 24? And that answer would be, hopefully you're saying it, the answer would be 6, because we put 6 in there now, 24, and this side would equal 24. So you can pause right now, write those first two examples down as we work on filling in those numbers for those equations to make them equal. The next thing you're going to say is, it says write equal or, I forgot to put a little thing here, not equal to make each statement true. So you're going to see this statement today as part of your homework. So what you need to do, whether it's equal or not equal, you get to add up both sides right now and see if are the numbers the same, then it would be equal. If the numbers are not the same, then it would be not equal. So let's find out right now. Well, 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 6, that is 13. So this side equals 13, 6 plus 7 equals 13. So that means this would be an equal equation, because why? 13 equals 13. Another way we can see this one is that the 6 on this side match the 6 on that side. Here we have 5 plus 2 equals 7, which match the 7 on that side. So we can also look at them and put those together by those pairs, and so that we have each side being the same. Here we have 18 minus, but our order of operations tells us that we do parentheses first. So 4 plus 11 would be 15. 18 minus 15 gives us 3. We have 3 here. We have 3 there. So this would also be another equal equation. Let's say if our answer was 4 here, then our answer would be not equal. But since that's not the case, we can take those 2 marks off. And voila, we have that one to be an equal equation. So right now you can pause the video, write down these examples to help you out. Some more examples. You probably remember these as you were going through the program, these math mountains. And how do we break apart these math mountains? Well, what we're going to do is write the 8 related addition and subtraction equations for the break apart drawing. So there's 8 equations that we can get from this math mountain. So let's start putting them all in there. So first off, we're going to have 56 equals 32 plus 14. Which would also give us the other way if we take our addends, 56 equals 14 plus 32. So notice in an addition equation, we can change around the order of the addends, and it doesn't affect the answer whatsoever. And the other way we could do that, we notice we have our sum first, and there are 2 addends. We can also do it the other way, where we would have 32 plus 14 equals 46, and 14 plus 32 equals 46. All we did is put the answer at the end and our addends in the beginning. So there are 4 different addition equations that we can get from this model. So we also got to be careful with subtraction because it's a little bit different, so make sure we have all the parts. So we're going to start with this one. 46 minus 14 equals 32. And the other way to write this would be 46. If we go the other direction to the mountain, 32 equals 14. Notice our 46 minus 14 is 32. And we have our answer at the end, right? The difference between 46 and 14 is 32, the difference. So the same thing on this side. We'll go and put them here. We have 32 equals 46 minus 14. And we have 14 equals 46 minus 32. One of the big takeaways we're going to notice is that whenever we're subtracting right now, you'll see that to the left of the subtraction sign is always the biggest number, which is very important to remember when we're writing subtraction equations right now, that the bigger number comes first. So you can pause the video right now and write down these 8 related equations because you'll see this in your homework today. And now taking those information that we know how to solve those problems and put into a word problem that we are able to solve. So number 6, Susan took $3,050 out of her bank account. Now she has $11,605 left in the account. How much money was in Susan's account to start? All right, remember, so we'll read it again as part of our word problem strategies. Susan took $3,050 out of her bank account. Now she has $11,605 left in the account. How much money was in her account to start? So if I'm thinking about this problem is that, so she has so much money to start that I don't know, and then she took out some money, so that would be, she would be removing it, so subtracting it. And now she has so much money left, which would be 11,605. So really, this is my equation because I want to know what this underline is right here. I'm trying to figure out what is that amount. So in order to help solve that, right, subtraction, it's set up as a subtraction problem, but I'm going to use addition because I want to know what did she start with. So I have 11,605 plus 3,050. No, she did not give the money to me. 5 here, 6, 4, 1. It's a word problem, so it says how much money. Go back to where it talks about dollars, it looks like. So she has this much dollars to start in her account. So you can pause this video right down and write down this example to help you out. You can draw a line in your notebook right now. Label it box 3. Now your turn. And I'd like to answer this problem 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make sure you write out the entire equation so I can see it all, not just the number that goes into the blank. And you can do your 8 related addition and subtraction equations that go with the numbers 34, 26, and 8 right now. I would group them, have all your addition in one section and all your subtraction in another. And last but not least, a word problem for you to tackle. It's funny because it's a football thing, so you'll get the humor in that. There were some people at the football stadium early last Sunday, and then 5,427 more people arrived. Then there were 79,852 people at the stadium. How many people arrived early? So once again, you can pause the video, read that word problem to you one more time, and then from there, solve it. Good luck. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to write them down or share them out. If you also have any strategies or tips that can help other people solve these types of problems, feel free to share those as well. And as always, thanks again for another great lesson.